I call upon Mr. Christopher Rose to stand for the reading of the citation. Mr. Christopher Rose is a passionate educator and a Canadian leader in autism therapies and advocacy. Mr. Rose pioneered positive interventions and support for autistic children long before autism was understood to be a significant issue by health authorities and government. Christopher Rose's teaching career began in 1958 in what is now Zimbabwe. While teaching in the regular school system, he began to work with the school's hearing-impaired students, initiating his lifelong commitment to special education. Arriving in Canada in 1964, he continued his work with hearing-impaired and challenged children in Vancouver's Jericho School of the Deaf. He moved to Kamloops in 1972, working at Kamloops' Fitzwater School for the Handicapped and Overlander Secondary School. Over his 20 years at these schools, and later as principal of Happyvale Elementary and Beatty Elementary, Christopher Rose gained a reputation as a leader in the integration of alternately abled students into the schools and classrooms of the Kamloops-Thompson School District. He didn't restrict his good works to Kamloops, however. Shortly after retiring, we never let anybody wonderful retire, by the way, so prepare yourselves for that in your careers. Shortly after retiring, he was recruited by a group of parents and others connected with the Giant Steps program to help rebuild this struggling organization. By 1998, the program was back on track, and in 2002, the parents voted to rename the facility the Chris Rose Therapy Center. I'm sure many of you have driven by this facility. Today, the center is recognized nationally for the quality of the programs delivered to children with autism. Chris Rose has developed an international conference on autism, bringing world-renowned autism specialists to Kamloops. Mr. Rose's influence in special education goes beyond the city and the province to include initiatives for teachers with UNESCO in Zimbabwe, and more recently, for special educators in Armenia. During his career, Chris Rose has also promoted the well-being of children across the public school system. He was elected to 3 terms as school trustee, helping to found the Action for Healthy Communities Society. This group played a critical role in the creation and implementation of the school district's health and nutrition policy, ensuring that healthy food choices were made available in school vending machines, and more recently, that provincial legislation was changed to require daily physical activity in schools. And I have to say, my daughters last night said to me, "Is he the reason we can't get fries at school anymore?" Yes, he is. Mr. Rose epitomizes Thompson Rivers University's commitment to open access to education for all members of society, and also to healthy and sustainable campuses. It gives Thompson Rivers University great pleasure to confer the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, upon Mr. Christopher Duncan Rose. I now invite Dr. Rose to say a few words of acknowledgement.